welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Sam and I make a lot of different lifestyle videos. So everything from health and wellness to self-development like this video. I hope in this video I can inspire you guys and motivate you guys to set and achieve goals, but also share my system of how I achieve goals. Again, Happy New Year. I hope that this year is so much better than 2020, and let's get started. So the way I plan my life is a planner. So this one has dates in it and a calendar and all that good stuff. And then I have a notebook where I make my own tabs. I make tabs, so kind of like you would with a binder, and I put different post-its there and I cut them, so you'll see me do all that when we get into the planning. So this is how I use a notebook. So I first started out the first few pages, the pages that I'm never gonna rip out, I'm just gonna keep them there, are big reminders for me. So I have on here video ideas that I want to make, I have video ideas that you guys want to see, and then I have my goals. And those are the first 3 pages. I'll start my day with this by making a to-do list. I use notes in my phone to make a to-do list, but then a lot of times I'll transfer it to my notebook. Or if I'm filming a video, then I like to put all the scenes I want to get and everything I want to get in a notebook. So I use my notebook every single day, which is great because then I'm constantly looking at things that inspire me. I'm constantly looking at my goals. I'm looking at the videos you guys want to see. Also, I made a page, I call it my positivity page, and I just have things on there from things I'm grateful for to things that I know are going to inspire me and things that excite me and things that I just really love. So I also have that in my notebook too. As far as dates and everything, I use a planner. I cannot do it without a calendar. This is just a notebook with like pages, but this is actually a calendar, so I can see, okay, this video is due this day, I have a dentist appointment this day, I have everything that is date oriented in here. But as far as my to-do list, even things from like, oh, I want to pick this up at the grocery store, I'll put all that in a notebook. If you write down what it is you want to achieve and you look at it daily, you're most likely going to achieve it because it's in your brain, and the brain is awesome. One of the things that I love is that when you give your brain a task, it's always trying to figure out how to achieve it. How can I get there? Even if it's subconsciously, even if it's in your dreams at night, even if it's when you're just doodling, drinking your morning coffee. It's really cool if something's constantly on your brain, you're gonna think about it, or you're gonna see it, or you're gonna achieve it. I love that. And for me to see my goals every single day, it was important to use a notebook that my goals are in. Okay, so now I wanna share some of my personal goals and how I actually set and achieve goals, and then we'll meet back.
This notebook is cool because all the pages are different. Some of them are grids like this, and then some of them are dots, and some of them are blank. I love writing on things other than plain lines, but I love writing in this pink pen, and I use stickers. The stickers actually came with my planner. You could also get stickers on Etsy, and I just try to make it aesthetically pleasing so that it's something that I like looking at. So I do break my goals into categories. The first is career/finance. So my first goal, I want to acquire another income property. I also want to save money for my daughter. 2020 also gave us the idea to travel more within our own country and to just explore places for an extended period of time. So we're thinking of maybe getting an Airbnb or doing something in California so that our daughter can experience there as well. We also need to create a kitchen renovation budget, so that's a goal of mine. And I always put on improve my vlogs and my videos. I just think it's so important to always be trying to improve your craft and working on your craft, whatever it is that you do. You're never done learning. You're never done finding out new things. And then my next category are family goals. So at the end of 2020, we created this 6 a.m. rule and the 7 p.m. rule, where basically they're dedicated times to playing with our daughter. And we don't have our phones out. Sometimes I do a little Insta story, but I'll post it later. By the way, I slammed my thumb in my dresser. It was extremely painful, but if you're like, why is your thumb black and blue and like looks weird, that's why. Like on the side, it looks like dirt. It's actually black and blue. Anywhoosie, then the last category is self-development. I want to be a better listener. I've shared this in other videos. I want to be in shape and create a really great routine, and I want to save alone time for just myself, and I want to have minimal things. Then I create tabs and I use Post-its, and then I just cut them. And then that's how I have all different tabs so that I can refer back.
If you guys are going to plan the same way and you guys are going to get a notebook, I highly recommend, but break your goals down into categories. When you make categories, you're becoming a better person because you're focusing on that. You're focusing on how can I improve my life in all areas. You achieve your goals faster because each goal sort of helps each other. For example, if one of your goals is to make more money, and then that's your finance goal, and then a self-development goal is to be more positive. You don't think that those two goals go hand in hand? They help each other. So I mentioned before about the importance of working backwards. So when you actually know your goal and it's specific, then you can work backwards. So for example, just looking at my list, I have save money for Violet. So for that goal, I'm gonna create another page and I'm gonna say, how much money am I going to create for Violet this year? How much money do I wanna save? So I'm going to create a number and then I'm gonna work backwards. How much money do I have to save every single month to get to that point? You could do it with weight loss as well. You could say, okay, this is how much I want to lose and how can I achieve that? That's always been how I was able to set and achieve goals. Another thing I wanted to talk about was my self-development goals. So you guys know I had my daughter August 9th, and although I got right back into working out and eating healthy, it still comes with its challenges. If I'm eating clean, I'm losing weight. That's just how it goes. Then I'm able to maintain it when I'm eating really healthy. At the end of the day, it all comes back down to meals. And just owning that and knowing like, okay, there's some days during the week or there's some months that I'm just gonna need a little bit of help. One of my favorite quick, easy meals is Daily Harvest. I've talked about them so many times on my channel, on my Instagram, and they are actually sponsoring today's video, and they are perfect for a new year, new you. So if you have some big goals, especially with health and wellness, you need to check out Daily Harvest. And two of my favorite products from them are the smoothies, which you guys have seen me eat countless times. They're all delicious. Mint chocolate chip is my favorite. And then this one is actually my second favorite. But you place all of the ingredients into the blender. You can add your own protein powder, or if there's different supplements you like to add or superfoods, you can also add that in there as well. And they even encourage you to pour the smoothie back into the cup it came with. And there's even a place for a straw. You don't even need to dirty a cup. My husband drinks them as well. He made a protein shake today. He used the Daily Harvest fruit, and then he added in his own protein powder and he made a protein shake that way. So it's very loved in our household. And then the other products I've been loving from them are their flatbreads. This one in particular, this cauliflower one that has sage in it. Oh my god, it's like a sage squash flatbread made with cauliflower. Super healthy, super delicious, and most importantly, it's convenient. It's going to come straight to your door, and you can find things based on your diet, your lifestyle, like gluten-free or paleo. You can go on their website and check out all of that. And they're actually going to be giving you guys $25 off your first box when you use my code SAMO. So I will have that link down below, and it's a great way to jumpstart your new year, especially if you have some really big health goals, or if you just want to start eating at home more often. Definitely check out Daily Harvest. The other thing I have on here that you guys might have been like, wait, what, when I wrote it down? But I wrote down minimal things. Me and my husband want to move to a more minimalist lifestyle. So without labeling ourselves, it's not like we're gonna start saying we're minimalist or anything like that, but we just want less. Like, we've realized in 2020 that less is more. We use the same cup. We use the same coffee mug. We use the same bowls. Like, me and him both have our preferences, and ever since we started staying home more often, we realized that about ourselves. We're like, why do we have all this stuff? Like, I use the same makeup products. I use the same hair products. I wear the same sweatshirt. Like, why do we have all of this stuff that creates so much laundry, so many dishes? I ain't having it this year. I had about 25 robes. Guys, who needs 25 robes? We just realized that every time we were doing laundry, every time we were doing dishes, we realized that it was way too much. Like, my husband has so many white V-necks. So we want to move into a more minimalist lifestyle where we have just 2 cups out, and everything else, if we're having a dinner party, if we're having friends over, we'll go into a closet and we'll grab another one. But we're not gonna have all of that in the kitchen because it just creates more waste, and it creates more like, okay, well, this cup I used use this morning. I want an afternoon cup of coffee. I'm gonna use another cup, when really you could have just washed out that first cup and created less clutter. And we both just have a lot going on in our jobs, and we have a lot going on in our life, that when we're home, where we are a lot now, we just want to enjoy it. We want it to feel almost hotel inspired and a little bit empty. And to us, that's homey. To us, that feels good. And to other people, that might not be the case. Other people might want lots of color and lots of things. But we realize about ourselves and our personal goals is that we don't. So we just want to start clean and fresh for 2021. At the end of 2020, we donated a lot of clothes, a lot of clutter, a lot of furniture, a lot of baskets. Like, boy, did I have a lot of baskets. I also think it's setting a good example for our daughter, that she doesn't need a million toys to be happy, and she doesn't need a million things to be happy. She's actually screaming out there right now with her dad. They're playing this game that they play with blocks, and she's like, ah, and she gets really excited. But yeah, she's playing with blocks, like just having a good old time. She doesn't need a million things. For Christmas, we picked out 3 things that we know she's gonna play with all of the time. And I kind of want to teach her, like, when you're done playing with something, or if you don't think you like that toy anymore, to donate it to another kid who might enjoy playing with it, and teaching her that instead of teaching her clutter. And one of my subscribers sent me this thing where she said, take some clothes that you're not sure if you want to get rid of them or not, and put them in a box, and if you don't use them for a month or 2 months, or I forget how long she said, maybe she said a month or 2 months, if you don't use them, then it's time to donate. And that's pretty much what we did. There were some clothes that even when they were leaving, and even when we were dropping them off, I was like, wait, should I go back and grab them? And I was like, no, Sam, no, we're moving on. It's okay. We really want to just live with less. And if it wasn't for 2020, we would have never thought that way. It was honestly being home 90% of the time. We were homebodies for a while, but never like this. And yeah, and just seeing, we both have our preferences. We both prefer to use one cup. We both prefer to use one bowl, one dish, one sweatshirt, one pair of sweatpants, and you don't need all the stuff. But also, if I do want to treat myself to new things, I want to donate other things so that I'm constantly just replacing and switching things out rather than adding to. So I would love to know, what are your goals for 2021, and how do you plan? Do you plan like this? Do you make categories? I'd love to know. Also, make sure you check out Daily Harvest. They are so good. You'll love everything on their website, and their stuff is super delicious. So have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.